Hey everybody, today we are going to do a simple before and after. We're going to have a look at my office tank, and the main goal, can you guess, is going to be getting in there and thinning out some of this Java moss. It's growing rather thick. You can see I've got some Java Windelov that's sort of growing in there if we pull some of that Java moss out. And I've even got some Anubias back in that corner that's buried in Java moss. So that is my main goal. I basically have a cube of Java moss, and I'm going to get in there and thin that way out so that the fish have some swimming around room. So that's my Galaxy Koi betta fish named Gumball. And I'll leave that up to you to guess why he's named Gumball. I could have also named him Robin's Egg. I'll show you a piece of Robin's Egg candy on the second half of this video and show you what I'm talking about. Could have also named him Jawbreaker, because he looks like all of those, but I named him Gumball. There you go, everybody. Going to get in there and get a lot of that Java moss out of there, so consider this your before. And there's your after. So it is the following morning. I just got the lights turned on. I wanted to give the tank plenty of time to settle down and let all the detritus and stuff that tends to get swirled up during a water change. Wanted to give all that time to get settled down, and it was just getting so late in the evening that I figured we might as well just let it sit overnight. So it is now the following morning, and we're just turning the lights on. So this is what the tank looks like at breakfast time. I am about to put a little pinch of food in there. So I should have probably got that out and prepared that before I started shooting the video, but, you know, that's how I do things. So here we go with a little bit of breakfast food, some granules getting sprinkled in there. And I usually feed this tank twice a day, and I feed it very lightly on both occasions. I think I got in the habit of doing that with this tank because I used to have a Bolivian ram in this tank, or I'm sorry, I had a German blue ram in this tank, and I kept the temperature up a little higher, and because I had the higher temperature, I tended to keep um, the fish's metabolism would be higher, and so I would keep or I would put more food in the tank is what I'm trying to say. Again, I just got the lights turned on, I'm just getting my day started, and I am trying to get all this done before I get out of here this morning. So that is Gumball, and as I said, I could also probably call him Robin's Egg. That is the candy known as a Robin's Egg, and you can kind of see why I can see the similarities there. So I pulled a ton of Java moss out of there, as you can well imagine. And I now have that much Java moss for sale if anybody wants it. I also have some down the basement, and so if anybody wants any Java moss, you can get a lot of it really cheap right now. So email me, and I will send you a bag of Java moss. Just pay for shipping, and you can have the Java moss for free if I still have it. So again, you can find my email in the description below. Contact me, and we can get on with that. So I also got in there, I did a fair amount of very, very light gravel vacuuming. I sort of go over the surface. You can think of it more of like carpet vacuuming rather than scrunching it down into the gravel. I just sort of remove anything that's on the surface. And if you'll notice in this tank, it's a little hard to tell, but I do have sand substrate, and it's a very fine sand underneath of all that gravel. And if I get in there and gravel vac too much, it pulls all the sand up, and it really messes up the substrate. And of course, I've got some plants rooted into the substrate back there, and so I tend not to do much in the way of gravel vacuuming. But with the amount of Java moss I had in this tank, it was so, the water flow was so reduced that the mulm and everything was just piles of it collected up in the corners. Now, I'm not worried about the tank from a cleanliness point of view. That wasn't the issue. It was just once all that moss came out that there was so much mulm in there, it was just swirling around the tank. And so I removed a lot of that with the gravel vac, just to get the tank looking nice and clean. I also got the glass wiped down. I replaced the filter. The filter intake had a lot of Java moss that was stuck on the bottom and was growing up into the tube, and so I had to pull some of that out of there. But otherwise, it was a pretty cut and dry water change. I just started by pulling all the Java moss out. Once I got all the moss cleared out, I pulled 5 gallons of water out of the tank, and then we topped it back off. And so there you go. That's the entirety of the water change. So there you go, everybody. That's a good long look at my office tank. That is my Galaxy Koi betta fish. This is a plaquette. And his name is Gumball. Although, as I said, I could probably call him Robin's Egg, and that would work just as well. So, alright everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I know it's been a while since I've done a video of this tank. I will be getting a video of the tank in my wife's room here pretty soon. I haven't done an update on that one in a while either, so we'll be getting in there and doing a water change pretty soon. I'll do an update on that when I get around to it. So thanks for watching this one. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget I do live streams every Friday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Hopefully I'll see you then. It's a good time, so come hang out with me. Alright everybody, I'll see you on the next one.